Good afternoon, it's Friday 16th of February, and on this very mild February afternoon I've just come home from the 9th of 53 consecutive walks from, you guessed it, the Gresford Memorial Wheel to the Miners' Rescue in town and back again. I'm absolutely made up to announce that overnight the total raised by this challenge has exceeded £1,000 and currently stands at £1,050. Once again, a massive thanks to all of you who've donated. Together, I think we're going to provide the Miners' Rescue with a really decent sum of money, which can be used to make a real difference in our community. Over the past few days, I've been referring to the website welshcoalmines.co.uk, which lists all the victims of the disaster with their addresses at the time of the disaster. Specifically, I've been plotting the addresses on an Apple map in an effort to determine how communities around Wrexham were impacted by the death toll. It's not perfect at present and should only be taken as an approximate. The majority of victims' addresses have been located exactly, but largely due to holes in the available data. For example, some victims are given specific house numbers while others are just given street names, and the fact that certain street names have been changed, especially those streets that were simply known as council houses. This exercise is very much a work in progress. Added to this, as the 100-year anniversary of the disaster approaches, some of the streets simply no longer exist. I have a feeling the commemorative bricks on the entrance to the Miners' Rescue might be more specific, and I'll check on that on another day. As we move through the map from the southeast of Wrexham in a northeasterly direction, it's clear to see how no village was untouched. The numbers in red circles state the number of dead in a particular area, and a single pin denotes a single victim. The blue circular marker is the site of the Gresford Colliery. As the map zooms out and back in again, the numbers collate and then separate once again, providing different ways of viewing the data. Certain communities were particularly hard hit, amongst others the Lawn Street area of Rhosddu, Maesdre, the Nelson Street area to the southeast of town, and Rhosddu. If you're wondering why a higher proportion of addresses are to the west of Wrexham, then that is explained by the large areas to the east of Wrexham being undeveloped at that time. Places such as Kyer Park, the Goulburn and Fairways Estates, Boris Park and large swathes of Acton. These places just didn't exist. There is one victim's address that you can't see on the map, and that is John Tannon's, a repairer from Liverpool Road in Buckley. It's thought he had close links to the Wrexham area and may have stayed in the town when working his shifts. On the route I'm walking, I pass 10 addresses of the victims. The addresses on the Bluebell estate are hard to locate exactly, as back in 1934 they were referred to simply as council houses. 2 of the Crispin Lane addresses are also non-specific, but the others I will show you on today's walk. This walk is dedicated to James Davis of Brumbo, James E. Davis, John Davis of Myler Place, John Davis of Rhosddu Road, and John E. Davis. And today's music is People's Faces by K Tempest.